I mean, and lost in all of this, all the euphoria today is that those China tariffs now get escalated. And let's even paint the bigger picture now of what everybody's talking about. The Oceanic Federation. That now did you hear what Mark Rowan said this morning on Squawk Box? He said the U.S. and Mexico could become the new U.S. and China, basically. I mean, people are thinking this through on a cosmic level now as trying to isolate the Chinese. So anyway, curious your response.
Yeah, so I was there for the last 2.5 weeks. I was traveling with a foreign policy delegation, and we met with government officials, business leaders, students, journalists, et cetera. And look, I think the Chinese were extremely surprised at the ferocity that they faced in the tariffs, because leading up to the announcement, they had viewed Trump's second term is very different than the first term. In the first term, they were top of the list, day one, China, China, China. His second term, they're like, wait a minute, he's focused on the border, he's focused on immigration, he's putting tariffs on China, on Canada and Mexico. They kind of felt like they had faded into the background.
That was absolutely the narrative.
So they were clearly very, very surprised. Economically, they know the best answer would be to do nothing. Politically, they cannot do that, in their eyes. And so this is why we have this state of escalation that I'm not sure.
Can they come up with nothing else? I mean, other than this continued escalation?
They have been sent the message that the most important thing to the president when it comes to China is them stopping the shipment of precursor chemicals of fentanyl to cartels in Mexico. And they claim that they have done what they can, that they've done a lot, that they'd like to work with the administration, but they are also not sure that that's what he really means. Maybe the administration just wants to contain China, and this is the way it's going to be.
I know we got Dewardric McNeal of Longview Global is joining us as well. We still got David Waddell and Associates here on set with us, kind of get that bird's eye view. Dewardric, your take on the last 24 hours, because I'm out of questions. So where do we go from here?
Well, I think Michelle hit on some of this. I think there was a hope, Brian, that the Chinese and the U.S. could come together and try and negotiate a settlement, try to use the phase one trade deal as a baseline to come to a negotiated settlement. But I want to be clear here, Brian, the Chinese have actually been preparing for this eventual outcome if it were to be the way that it is today. So they have put in place a number of tools that they did not have in 2018 to try and fight back. As you know, it won't be symmetrical. They export about $500 billion to us, about $100 billion coming in from us to them. So there cannot be a tariff-to-tariff, dollar-for-dollar tit-for-tat with China. But it's going to be a total economic war, as I call it, Brian. And our companies are going to be on the front lines here. Many of them that's dependent on China. They will be targeted.
Dewardric, when in our conversations with government officials, this is a Chatham House rule, so I'm going to be partly vague here, but they tried to put on this face that they were ready for Trump 2. They had already been through Trump 1. It's hard to believe because you bring up the key numbers, which are they're an export economy. And this country is going to tax their exports dramatically, and that's going to hurt them a lot. And it remains to be seen just how much they can take.
I think that's a good point, Michelle. I will say, though, that today's announcement to remove the reciprocal tariffs on places like Vietnam, quite frankly, may help China because depending on what the negotiations between the U.S. and Vietnam is over these next 90 days or so, that still leaves an open border where goods can flow south, and you can still try and game this a little bit on just the trade side with China. But again, I want to stress there are going to be other things that's not based on just trade that the Chinese will try to do. But I think, Michelle, they would have liked to have negotiated, to be fair. I mean, they're going to fight back for as long as they can, but there is this deep asymmetry. But I don't expect that China will fold quickly. You will recall, Michelle, it was 20 months during 2018 of a tit for tat before we finally got to the phase one trade deal. So I think we still have a lot left to play here over what I'm calling the Great Trade War of 2025.